Let's put it on three. One, two, three.
TL.
Next to Tara 1 is down. The second's going to go down here as well. And Team Liquid with a decisive Game 2 win are going to push this series to a third.
Huge comeback for Team Liquid.
Team Liquid not only sponsors some of the best video game players in the world, but also runs a website that produces high-quality editorials, video content, and competition coverage. Team Liquid athletes compete in some of the most popular video games today, including Super Smash Bros., Counter-Strike, and League of Legends. Team Liquid's main objective is to recruit top players, train them with the best resources in the industry to improve their skills and maintain their ranking, and produce the top esports teams in the world. This gives them access to the best sponsorships and solidifies their position as one of the most relevant esport companies. Team Liquid requires an extremely rigorous training schedule, so much so that all of the players live in the same house where they eat, sleep, and play with each other all day, every day. Due to the close quarters and competitive environment, Team Liquid experiences high tensions and conflicts amongst the players. This negatively affects their goals as the conflict can come in the way of the team's cooperation and cohesion. This is why Team Liquid has asked us to come up with an activity that would be able to create a lasting bond amongst the players.
Big personalities on a team can just lead to a lot of conflict.
I think that people playing esports might face similar challenges to what you'd expect from people playing regular sports. You know, a lot of team chemistry is not about the physical aspect of the game. It's more, you know, like knowing each other's personalities and what to expect during a game setting. But I think like one of the challenges is that, you know, a lot of chemistry during a game is body language, and you probably can't look at your esport teammates while you're playing a computer game. So that might be a challenge that they would face that would be different from a regular sporting event.
And that means we need the best out of everyone.
To improve cooperation within Team Liquid, a design thinking challenge may offer an avenue of problem solving as well as lasting skills that can be applied in the future. This would offer an avenue in creating new and unique solutions to the various problems Team Liquid faces. Design thinking is a process that incorporates 5 steps in order to solve a problem. These steps include emphasize, design, ideate, prototype, and test. Team Liquid may find that a design thinking challenge encourages teamwork, creativity, and empathy. When working on design thinking challenges, groups are encouraged to share both simple, easily accomplished solutions as well as outlandish, impossible solutions. This encourages not only a fun environment, but a way to find a viable middle ground. In order to get Team Liquid excited about a design thinking challenge, it would be best to appeal to their competitive nature. Each step of the process could be made into a competition. In the emphasize step, members could compete over who may get the most interviews. Similarly, in the ideate challenge, it would be easy to challenge the gamers to the most ridiculous idea. The competitive nature can be used to their advantage when the challenge is framed in the correct way. In the end, this allows Team Liquid to find success what was previously seen as a disadvantage. To have design thinking be successful, the organization will need to follow John Cotter's 8-step change model. This model is similar to the way of thinking featured in the challenges that the team will be participating in. They will focus on preparing and accepting change while building a team that is dedicated to taking the change into action. This model will be coupled with democratic leadership throughout the team. Every single team member will need to be committed to making and believing in the change. Overall, the key to this change will be communication and collaboration. With democratic leadership, this team will take a participative approach in which every single member of the team's input will be heard and taken into account. This style of leadership aligns closely with the process of design thinking, as ideas are freely exchanged and discussion is encouraged. A challenge could only take a single afternoon and may be applied to a multitude of problems. The team could work together to identify a problem and go through the steps of design thinking in order to solve it. This could involve a coach or simply be done as a team. If looking to embed it in the culture of Team Liquid, high-ranking individuals could take a course on it. Stanford University offers a 90-minute online crash course with the materials that encourage group learning and understanding of the process. Since their players live together at the headquarters, this could easily be achieved. Some examples of activities that can be done with the esports teams are the Marshmallow and Spaghetti Challenge, redesign the living space. In the end, Team Liquid would have solved a problem as a team and everyone would feel as though they were a part of the process. The skills used would be applicable to when conflicts arise in the future. However, it will not be a conflict-free experience. The team must learn to respect each other's ideas and opinions and be able to compromise on solutions.
So I think design thinking is definitely an approach that could work. Anything that involves collaboration is bound to lead to better team chemistry, I think. A situation where they get together and really focus on what their problems are and try to come up with solutions definitely would be a good approach. Even if you're just talking out loud to other people, I think it definitely helps coming up with ideas. And especially, if you're all working together and bouncing ideas off of each other, it could definitely help. Spending more time together as a team outside of the context of the sport you're participating in definitely will help for team chemistry. So maybe if you're an esports team, playing a different sport together, could be a helpful thing to help the team bond and build chemistry together.
Well, my first experience with design thinking was actually in my past class, conflict management, where I worked with a group of about 4 and we tried to do the marshmallow challenge where you take the spaghetti and try and make a construction where you can put a marshmallow on top and hopefully the construction doesn't fall over. Joke around with them, you try out different things, and failure brings you closer. We ended up not being able to succeed in our thing, but we worked together and we talked about different ways to do things. People worked much better together when they know each other, so just a simple little task that's a fun thing can really help bond the group and see different ways that people work together as a group. Some people might try and take charge and be the leader, some people might fall back and let the leader take charge, and then afterwards it's a good way to talk about what your weaknesses and your strengths were as a group.
Our survey found that the majority of people don't know what design thinking is, but the bulk of people said they're more motivated and produce better work when they're working in a group as opposed to working by themselves. To produce strong team chemistry, most people prefer to engage in time-consuming team bonding activities, such as road trips, camping trips, or group retreats. But people believe it's harder to build that chemistry on esports teams than regular sports teams. Our proposed solution has the goal of increasing the level of communication, respect, and teamwork among the members of Team Liquid. We believe a design thinking approach would be the most effective in achieving these goals. Although the design thinking would be able to help Team Liquid overcome barriers they are currently facing, the solution may not be reached without facing some sort of resistance. We found that possible forms of resistance the team may face while attempting to solve their problems may be a lack of participation, a conflict of schedules, and team members' views on the effectiveness of these exercises. To combat the problems of an absence or lack of participation and a conflict of scheduling, our team plans to make these activities mandatory and a part of the workday for Team Liquid. Rather than spending the day practicing gaming, team members will spend the day together brainstorming ideas and listening to each other while completing design thinking activities. This would enable the team to participate in these activities during a time when they would normally be practicing and therefore would not interfere with their lives outside of work. Another obstacle Team Liquid may face would be the lack of vision team members may have for the activities and their solutions. Some members of the team may think this method of design thinking may not be beneficial to the team and won't fully engage in the activities and the change they would bring about. To combat this, our group plans to provide Team Liquid with examples of teams in sports and businesses who have used design thinking to overcome obstacles and achieve success. In the end, if Team Liquid is able to overcome the resistance that some team members may offer and fully participate in these design thinking activities, the team will be able to build a new successful team dynamic that is founded on chemistry, communication, and cohesion. This new dynamic will allow Team Liquid to achieve astounding success in the esports industry and promote their name as one of the best in the game.